Convergence was, during the New York Film Festival at least, a 2-day workshop of panels and presentations and expositions of new work or work designed specifically for New York Film Festival that had to do with transmedia and immersive storytelling. You really do have to have a hacker mentality about it. You quite literally have to say, all right, well, yeah, it would be great if we had this huge sponsor and we had this. Forget about, you know, that big thing. Deal with what you have right now. What do you have in front of you? You can talk a lot about hacking this and hacking that, but one does not declare oneself a hacker. You become one. You know, you can't just say, okay, we're gonna hack this problem. Well, okay, that's great. But you also, you know, the hacker is doing, it's active. And I think that's why it's so interesting to people. It's actively trying to solve a problem or come up with a new solution to a you know, it could fail completely, but that's the fun part. It's about experimenting, it's about being creative, it's about engaging not just new audiences, but it's also about engaging your staff and your teams and kind of shaking off the cobwebs. The whole idea of letting people kind of, I don't know, build to suit or kind of, here's your space, let's work together to kind of fill that space. When I say that space, it could be a block of time during the conference. It could be a physical room like the one that we're in, like this is the box you have to work with. Or it could even be like, here's a set of digital tools that we've helped arrange for a bunch of people to have. The exciting is, yes, there'll be panels and yes, there'll be, you know, general presentations and stuff, but the real exciting stuff is the stuff where people get to like walk in a room and the presenter doesn't have PowerPoint hooked up. In fact, the presenter might just be at the front with a mic and say, okay, today we're going to tell a story. And I'm going to, it's not me preaching at you about this story. We're all, the 50 of us in this room are going to participate in making it together. With Convergence very specifically, we had a wonderful network of independent creators and folks who are making currently, who are actually building in the space. Some of them are building in very, very big, very exciting, very massive studio ways. A lot of them, though, are down in the trenches saying, I want to tell a story in a very unique, new way, or I want to explore new technology. So what we had to do, you know, it actually feels like a no-brainer, is to reach out to those people and say, all right, so we want to build something that you're going to be interested in. Help us build it. Not standing up on a mountaintop and dictating to them, this is what we're doing, come buy a ticket. It's, let's build something together. It really comes down to buy-in. It's convincing your collaborators, convincing the people, not just the folks that will be presenting, but the audience as a whole, that what you have to offer is something that they need, they want, they desire. And a lot of that comes from, I think, communicating very openly. I think that's really the basis of building anything like this conference or conferences like it, is making sure that your audience, you're cued into your audience and that there's a dialogue happening months, years in advance.